actually do whatever it is they're going to do. As the revs are up, Mikey Wayans, the gate is down. Jackie Legs is all over the place. This guy's bouncing all over the place. You see the way he announces, very athletic announce. Moves around a lot, covers a lot of area there.
He has a Megawatt Matt wants an announcing stance.
Very athletic, low center.
You got to get the Megawatt. Listen. Listen.
Okay.
Nothing to be ashamed of, is it, Megawatt?
No, listen. See, that was an accident, I swear. You announce with the guys all week. You go home. Everybody you know is like, you sound like another guy. We got racing on screen.
That we do. Todd Raschote out front on the number 37 Yamaha.
Grabbing that Stasic Hole Shot Award. See how the rest of the class is stacking up. Senior 45 plus, Dean Diaz. Diaz, right?
It is Diaz. You got it right.
I always want to say Diaz, and in my head, I'm like, nope, Diaz.
You nailed it. Yeah, Todd. I think it's Todd Rashad, you know, like mascot Todd Rashad there with the whole shot of number 37 machine. That Yamaha looking really good. Not sure where he is exactly in the running order right now as they start to make their way through that nice sandy beachy corner right there, that sand sweeper by the Monster Energy 10. Yeah, they did a lot of track maintenance out there, but like they were saying, you see that it's like they're almost grooming the ruts out there. They're still there.
Oh, no kidding.
Just not quite as deep.
Hiding a little bit. Give it a lap or two. We're going to find them.
Looks like the number
37. I believe that was the 37 Yamaha. Still Todd Rasche.
Here he comes at 37. Here comes the 44, making a move around the outside to the finish line. He's going to come in time and score, and probably with the lead right there. That's awesome ride there for the 44 machine.
Jimmy Jarrett.
How did I not know that?
Yeah,
Jarrett,
Jimmy
he's a legend.
Jarrett. Yeah.
Have you seen him race any of those GNCCs you've announced?
Yeah.
He's
seen, been present for, not necessarily. But yeah, Jimmy Jarrett is stellar, and he's been solid this week as well. Took exactly one lap for him to get up front. I mean, literally makes the pass as they come through the finish line area. Frenchie, Greg Paymart in the number 3 spot. Jeffrey Strickland in 3rd. Jason Rich rounding out your top 5.
Yeah, Rich threw it in that top 5 position. Looks like Gabriel Gardado in the 6th spot. 7th spot is Alex Horn in 8th spot. Tommy Boyd, 9th spot will be James Max. Well, Jimmy Max throwing it up in there. And the 10th place position will be Calvin and Levesque. Look at that. Look at the time of scoring. 0.193 seconds behind Jimmy Jarrett. Couldn't get any closer there for Todd Rashad. And good job for him getting that whole shot out here in the 45 plus. You know, that's a gate full of masters here. Well, not quite masters. I guess that's plus 50, but.
Hey, senior 45 plus, if you look at timing and scoring, look at the gaps. I mean, they basically came through in a pack. Most or less than a second's difference between just about everybody outside of your front runners. And then you start seeing a little gap. And as it develops here in lap 2, Jimmy Jarrett going to work.
Looks like Gregory Paymont also getting to work. We see him check in with us in the 3rd place position. Did Jarrett go down? I think Jarrett went down. That's
you might be right. Yeah.
Jarrett moving back to the 5th place position.
Wow. Talk about a change of events here. Looking at the overall picture, Jimmy Jarrett was leading it out. We'll see what happens. He comes checks in with us. Gregory Paymont was in the 2nd spot with a tally of 7, and a 3rd spot with Jason Rich with a tally of 14 right now. But we're early in this game right here.
So that was who I saw. I believe I was seeing the number 18 of Jason Rich out there. Might have been Frenchie. It was a Kawasaki ride nonetheless. So Todd Rasche moves back up into the number 1 position as Frenchie in the number 2 position aboard that Kawasaki ride. And there is Jason Rich in 3rd on the Kawasaki. So a couple green bikes up there with the blue bike on the Yamaha.
No doubt. And as Jimmy Jarrett's race to lose right now or win the championship picture, Gregory Paymart checks in with an even score with Jimmy Jarrett, but Paymart with the advantage right here as he's doing a little bit better here this final moto, his 3rd and final moto, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Jimmy Jarrett gonna have to get himself back up there. Expect him to do so, but yeah, right now with a 1:14, he would sit 2nd as far as the championship's concerned.
Look at all 4 of them now as they hit the 10 Commandments. They're all in the same section at the same time. Paymart with a nice little move right there. He goes inside to outside, but actually drifts a little too far wide. Not going to make anything happen or gain any ground on our leader, Todd Rasche. Oh, there he goes
There
to the
he goes.
inside.
Oh, forget about it.
Man, I mean, I guess that was a good jinx I put on him right
Yeah,
there.
finds another gear.
Absolutely, Frenchie. He's a fighter. I know.
What a drive right
You've
there.
seen him here many times. And he wants that championship more than anything right now. You can see he obviously got 6th place last year in this 45-plus class. He's been training hard. He hasn't gotten any younger, but
Yeah.
maybe a little faster.
That happens. That happens. Well, solid one going on. Todd Richey
So
pulling that whole shot and working.
that also means Jimmy needs to make 2 passes now rather than just
Yes.
1.
There we go.
And it looks-
Paymar on screen right there, that number 6 ride, and he's got some company there in Todd Richey. So Frenchie out front as Todd tries to keep pace.
And it looks like it might be in 3rd now is Jimmy Jarrett. As I see that the gas machine up in there.
And I believe that was him around the outside there, the 44 KTM.
Yeah, KTM, my
Yeah,
apologies.
JJ.
KTM, Gas, Casavani, you never know.
There you go. Yeah.
Guys, it looks like Jimmy Jarrett's going to be able to take over the 2nd position.
There he goes.
Great move right there for Jarrett. Shea pulling a tear off right there, resetting around the billboard section.
So after a mistake by Jimmy Jarrett, falls back into, I believe it was 4th, 5th place. Now moves up into the 2 spot just as they started the 4th lap of this senior 45-plus moto. So now Jimmy Jarrett, the 44 KTM, going to set his sights on Frenchie. Gregory Paymar on the Kawasaki.
And as you can see, sneaking his way into the screen here in some of these shots, our 5th place rider, Christopher McMill.
Yeah, there he is. McMillan.
McMillan, sorry about that.
Oh, you're all right. Screen cuts it off. I was double checking myself.
Our running order this last time around is going to be the number 6 of Gregory Paymart out front. We have Todd Richey in the 2nd position, Jimmy Jarrett in the 3rd position, Jason Rich in 4th, and Christopher McMillan in 5th.
Yeah, I'm looking up at our clock right now, and I see that Jimmy Jarrett has the fast lap time on that lap right there, so I believe Jarrett may be making his way to the lead.
Oh, Jimmy Jarrett.
I believe he might have already made that pass, actually. Now I look up on Racer TV screen.
And guys, these lap times don't look bad compared to some of the other people we've been watching today. This 45-plus class is no joke.
Yeah, Frenchie there with a 203, not too shabby, just shy of a 204.
And I see him there at the bottom of the screen. It is Jimmy Jarrett leading out Frenchie now. And the 3rd place position is our Kawasaki rider, Todd Richey. And Jason Rich, like I said, he's joining the party as well. Look at that Honda machine jumping into the beach area. Oh, a little mistake there by Rich. He rebounded greatly, though. Has that inside. That inside leads to the outside. He has momentum coming to the finish line area. As they come in and check in with his Jackie Legs, tell me what we got on the screen.
All right, it looks like we have Jimmy Jarrett out front. Oh, that's Gregory Paymart. Oh, no, that's Jason Rich that we're watching on the screen. Sorry about that.
Yeah, 2 riders just in front of him there. And, yeah, that is going to be Jimmy Jarrett out in front. Let's see if he can stretch it out now and give himself a little bit of breathing room after the early mistake. Had him falling back just a bit and see what Frenchie's got for him there. That number 6 Kawasaki ride sitting in 2.
As they come around here for the 10 Commandments, it looks like Jarrett's going to be able to hold him off for a little while.
Nice and conservative there for Jimmy Jarrett in the Commandments. You see some of these young kids hop, skipping, and jumping through there, doubling and tripling. Not Jarrett. He steadily flows with a roll, double, 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 single. I believe I timed that right. Gregory Paymar, though, doing a great job sitting in 2nd place. He came through the finish line area only a half second behind, so Jarrett definitely able to stretch it out a bit over Paymar, but Paymar is still riding a solid ride. If Jarrett makes a mistake, he's there to capitalize on it.
So Jimmy Jarrett,
Yeah, Jimmy Jarrett with this ride right here, he's looking at a championship.
Going 1-1 his first 2 motos.
And this would be a 3-moto clinch right here. If he can go 1-1-1, he'll definitely lock up that championship. Gregory Paymart, though, he's not giving up. I told you, Frenchie, he's a fighter. If I know anything about Frenchie, he's a fighter. Look at him. They're on the same jump at the same time. as they make their way here in front of us. It's Jarrett and Paymart running 1 and 2.
Yeah, the old wily veterans, make no doubt. They know how to pace themselves. They know that moment. Hey, we're getting late in the moto. We're 10 minutes into it. We're going to be seeing a 2-lap card here in a moment. Now it's time for Frenchie to go to work. He says, okay, I've seen some of those lines. You're taking Jimmy Jarrett. Now I can try and get you set up, get you in the crosshairs, maybe force Jimmy Jarrett into a mistake.
You know, I think that's the move right there. He's trying to push Jarrett into a mistake. He knows if Jarrett goes down, he might be able to gain a position or two and have a shot at his title. And looking up at time to score right now, we see Jimmy Jarrett checking in with us for the 2:04. Gregory Paymart with a 2:05 lap time. Jason Rich stepping it up with a 2:04 lap time. He's on the number 18 machine in third. Your fourth place competitor is number 89, Christopher McMillan. In fifth spot, running negative top 5 is Todd Roche. He was our whole shotter out here. He's running 2:09 that last time around, so he's fading just a bit, but I'll tell you what, he'll pick it back up as we see Gabriel Granado there in that 6th spot. Dennis Doolin, number 97 in 7th. 8th spot, the 41 machine, Tommy Boyd. 9th spot is Calvin Amlevic, and behind Amlevic in the 10th place position is Chad Gochenur.
So as it stands right now, Jimmy Jarrett would go 1-1-1 for the championship, obviously. Frenchie Gregory Paymart would go 2-2-2. Okay, second place, simple enough. The guy right now that's having a great ride, Jason Rich, who currently third on the track, would be a 6-3-3, would take third in the overall. So how they sit on the track, it's exactly how they sit as far as the championship is concerned as well. 5 laps into it, 2-lap card out, at least for another 30 seconds or so. And Frenchie still trying to figure something out. When they checked in last time, it's about a 1.5-second gap. Jimmy Jarrett, I think, probably felt a little pressure right there. He said, okay, time to go turn it on, trying to put some space in between the two of us so that you don't force me into a mistake.
I'm curious to see, though, because it looks like Paymart's definitely keeping him honest.
No doubt.
Every time we think Jarrett gains a little bit of ground, Paymar's there to answer back. And look at the big picture. Jason Rich, he's right here to join the party as well.
Yeah, the 2 Kawasaki's behind Jimmy Jarrett on the KTM going to work. Jason Rich back there thinking, yeah, boys, go at it. I might sneak up, go 2 for 1 here.
Another all little 2-for-1 deal. We've seen it happen before, especially here at the ranch. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I came in for the pro sport race. Megawatt was doing the awards in the arena. I said, have I missed much? I could hear you guys, but I couldn't really hear what was going on. Man, everybody's falling down. We've got multiple different leaders. Everybody kind of succumbing to, track conditions, obviously, the physical wear of racing all week, the fact that it's a third moto, pressure's so high. Certainly not easy to force a guy into a mistake, but seems like we've been seeing it more in these third motos here these last day and a half.
Look at that third place Kawasaki rider, Jason Rich, definitely putting the pressure on Paymart. Paymart's been sitting there learning Jimmy Jarrett's lines and not really pulling the trigger, but man, he's got to get going because he's got Jason Rich now right behind him. I believe that won't really change the overall picture very much, but it's all about bragging rights, especially here in the 45-plus class.
Yeah, listen, we get in our 40s. I'm knocking on the door. We still have an ego, okay? We still want that first place.
Absolutely. Probably more than some of the kids, to be honest with
you.
you.
No doubt. How many more years am I going to do this? How long am I going to be relevant?
Yep. And if you don't win, it's definitely not your last year.
Yeah, exactly.
And it looks like Paymart's going to try to make a move here in the sand section.
Oh, the crafty.
Paymart going.
The crafty Frenchman right there. Jackie Legs, take it away, man.
Paymart going 2-2. He would love to get a moto win here. And Paymart's going to be able to take over the first position.
Impressive. We only got 2 more corners to go, actually, as we sweep around to the right and into this left-hander.
Hey, kids, get the notebook out. Get your pencils.
Oh, dabs the foot, though.
Wow.
Jarrett's just cruising. He knows he's got the championship.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
No, that's fine.
You
that's
go
cool.
ahead and take it, young man.
Young man.
One more jump for Gregory Paymart, and he'll take your moto win here in the senior 45-plus class.
Cool.
Awesome ride right there for
That
him.
is cool.
He's on that MKS machine. Last year, I think it was, he's down there set up selling some moto kicks.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Paymart brought to you by MKS Moto Kicks, GPMX School, Crossroads Power Sport, and FXR Racing. You know they have to be proud of him.
No doubt. Well, that's cool for Frenchie. Love to see that. Patience paying off for him. Watching those lines, Jimmy Jarrett was taken, so Jimmy Jarrett will take second in the Moto. He will stay as your champion of this senior 45-plus class with a 1-1-2, and Jason Rich, who checked in third place, will round out your championship and your third Moto in third. So head down to the podium down there where Jason Wygant going to get a word in with Frenchie and your champion, Jimmy Jarrett, here in just a moment.
Yep, 10-4 will give them an opportunity to get cleaned up. I mean, this is one of the older classes out here, and it's finally, okay, it's not oppressive, highest end level Loretta's heat, but it's pretty legit. It's pretty hot. There you go. Paymart's Team Fraud. Well, I know you wanted the title, going to come up short of that, but hey, you battled hard and you earned the gold in the final Moto. Let's hear it for Greg Paymart. Well, I'm impressed, buddy, because, dude, Jared came from way back to get you guys in a previous Moto. You found some speed overnight.
Yeah, you know, I started getting pissed off a little bit. You know, he came from way back. I looked at the lap time, and I was like, wow, his average 2 seconds, 3 seconds. I said, you know, if I push a little more and keep it clean, you know, we can maybe do something. And I can see he was getting a little bit nervous, I think. He didn't want to chance it too much. I know he wasn't pushing, had 120%, but I was at about 99.9.
Okay, all right.
So it was fun, you know. It's always a weird week here, but I love it. It's all about the effort, like Emmett said. You know, it really touched me because for the youngsters out there, you have a lot of help, but the vet guys, we have 1 or 2 friends. You know, my dad passed away 2 years ago. I miss him, and it's a lot of work just to get here. You know, you talk about the road to Loretta, you know. 2 weeks ago, I was getting ready for this, like, holy shit, man. This is a lot of work.
Yeah.
So, prop to everybody that makes it here, you know. Thanks to Team Green, Crosswood Power Sports, FX Air. We have Power Seal Scott, Running Power, just jump on board with GPMX, Smoker School, my school this year. T-Bolt USA. My club, Pagoda, Jack of all spray. And, you know, I'm reading my bike here. What else did I forget? MKS, Moto Kick, my shoes.
You got to do that.
You know, 11 and a half, right?
10 and a half.
10 and a half.
Or 11. Let's go 11. I've been waiting on this for 2 years, but you got other things to worry about.
Yeah, no, that's a priority, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's coming. Lumber 84, yeah. This is Jimmy, because I was some lumbers, like I said in a previous podium, so that was really cool. You know, they asked me what I needed, and I need a roof. So, very cool stuff. Everybody, we got the Team Fried senior and junior back there, Michel Journet. He was so scared coming into this. He was afraid to get yelled at because I yell at him all the time. But he did good this week, so it was a lot of fun.
All right.
Michel, and thanks to everybody I forget.
All right. Let's hear it for Greg Paymart taking the gold. Is your mechanic capable of removing your bike? Can you get the bike off here? Can you do it? Let's see. You tired. You spent all your energy. That's on him. That's on the mechanic. Team Fried Senior. I need Jason Rich will take our third place finisher. And Todd Raschote pulled another hole shot. Good job. Let's hand over a bronze to Jason Rich. We'll get you right here. How was that ride, Jason?
Exhausting, but at least I could see him and get me motivated.
Do you feel like you got better as the week went on?
I did. It was first moto was a rude awakening. It rough and routed.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you want to thank, buddy?
You know what? I'd like to thank my mom and dad for getting me into this when I was 10 years old. It's the greatest sport ever.
No doubt about it. And that's it?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Mom and dad for getting him riding. Let's hear it for Jason Rich. Third place is 45 plus. Now you got to bring the bike up, buddy. Let's bring the bike up. Show off your logos, Jimmy. Hey, and Todd is our hole shot winner. Todd Raschote. I've been corrected on it 100 times, and I still don't have it right. If he wants to come up and accept the hole shot award real quick. Well, he did it. Last year, had it in his grasp, the bike collapsed. When he had the championship in his grasp, had to think about that for 365 days to get revenge, to get the title, and he does it. Let's hear it for Jimmy Jarrett. Seriously, were you thinking about that the entire time? Last year it slipped away and it really wasn't your fault.
Well, for the first couple months, I told myself I was never coming back to this place. But then about halfway through the year, I was like, okay, we got to go back. So pretty pumped to get this win. And, you know, like you said, I've thought about it for a while. And putting 3 motos together isn't easy. So it was a little nerve-wracking going into the third one, but we took care of it.
Hey, I always knew you as a great off-road guy, GNCC winner and all that. Where's this moto speed come from? Were you always a moto guy, or is this something you're focusing on later in life?
I think most off-road guys practice motocross throughout their career, and it's always been a part of my life, just never, you know, tried to take it anywhere. And yeah, it's just fun coming down here with all these guys and the age groups and having fun.
All right. Who do you want to thank, Jimmy? This is a year in the making.
Yeah, definitely Carl's Cycle Sales in Boise, Idaho. Those guys taking care of me ever since I moved out there. Definitely Fly Racing, Dunlop Tires, Chirby, CD Boots, 100% goggles. Chris Kiefer Inc. for helping me do some bike settings for this week and got this thing dialed. So big hats off to him.
All right, I'm going to bring up Tad from the AMA, and he is going to hand over your national #1 plate in the 45 plus. Let's hear it for Jimmy Jarrett.